Hello YouTube, and welcome to my new video. After my top 10 favourites, it only made sense to do my top 10 least favourite or my top 10 worst Pokemon. These are Pokemon that I do not like having in any of my games. I only catch them just to make sure I fill up my Pokedex. Let's start, shall we? Okay, my first is Beedrill at number 10, Beedrill. I don't mind Beedrill. I just find that Beedrill is one of the Pokemon that you catch very early in the game, and after around about like the first or second gym, it becomes pretty useless. People might say that about Butterfree as well, but I actually prefer to use Butterfree for a lot longer. But yeah, Beedrill, don't like it. In the anime, it's always used as a scare Pokemon, and it's just like it's not that scary at all. I just find that, Ash has got a damn Pikachu which is like super effective against Beedrill, so you could always fight it if you wanted to, but he just doesn't seem to, so oh well, that's the way it goes. So yeah, number 10, Beedrill. Okay, the next Pokemon on my list, number 9, Wobbuffet. Now, there are a couple of problems I do have with Wobbuffet. First being that obviously unless you actually attack it, it doesn't do anything, because it only knows Mirror Coat and Counter, so that's makes it a pretty useless Pokemon. But I think the thing that I hate about it is in X and Y, when you catch a female, it's got damn red lipstick on. I mean, for frick's sake, how pathetic is that? It just makes it look even more ridiculous than it already is. I wasn't a fan of Wobbuffet in the anime either. I just find it really annoying and aggravating, and when they got rid of it in Black and White, I was like, that's good because they got rid of it, but they brought it back for X and Y. It was just like, oh, great. But yeah, I never liked Wobbuffet, and I just never actually catch one. As soon as I've caught it, I release it. Okay, number 8, it's Smoochum, which is the de-evolved form of Jynx, if you don't already know that. Now, I do have a little bit of a problem with baby Pokemon. There are some more baby Pokemon coming up on this list, but as a whole, Smoochum is one of the better ones, I would probably say, but I still do not like it. I don't think Jynx is a particularly good Pokemon anyway, but Jynx isn't on this list. But yeah, Smoochum, not a big fan of. Yeah, like I said, with a lot of baby Pokemon, people just tend to have them just so they can fill up the Pokédex, but that's about all. And yeah, it's not one of my favourites, and it just looks pretty ridiculous, I have to say. Okay, the next Pokemon is Wynaut, the baby form of Wobbuffet actually. So like I said, there are some other baby Pokemon. I think there's one more. Now the reason why I do not like this one, pretty much the same reasons. Wobbuffet looks pretty ridiculous. It's got no attacks. It's always Counter or Mirror Coat, exactly the same as Wobbuffet. But I think the thing that annoys me more about Wynaut rather than Wobbuffet is just the fact that in Alpha Sapphire, Alpha Sapphire and Ruby, you get given an egg, and the egg has a Wynaut in it, and that doesn't sound like a bad thing because it's given to you, so you don't have to like breed it and everything. But it just takes forever to actually hatch, and it's just like really frustrating and annoying. And it's like, good God, if I'd known it was this rubbish, I wouldn't have bothered. So yeah, that's why Wynaut is my number 7. Okay, number 6, Mime Jr. Now, I do not like clowns as anything, to be honest. I was never a fan of the circus, and never really looked into stuffed clowns that were so creepy and so annoying. And Mime Jr. is basically just a baby clown Pokemon, and I just absolutely cannot stand it. I freaking just think it's the most pathetic Pokemon ever. I know James, I think, had one in one of the seasons, but like I said, it was pretty bad in that as well, and I just really do not like it at all. Alright, number 5. Now we're getting to the good stuff. The really the bad. And as you can see from the picture, it's Mr. Mime. Now, I absolutely cannot stand Mr. Mime. He's more of a clown than Mime Jr. Well, he looks terrible. He looks like a human crossed with a... I don't even want to describe what it looks like. It looks particularly bad. Good God. Yeah, I just do not like it. I don't like what they did in the anime with it. You know, giving it to Ash's mom as like a, you know, as a housekeeper. I think that was pretty bad idea. Also, just don't like it as a Pokemon. It's just super creepy, and yeah, I just never catch one on my game because it's just like, ugh. Okay, number 4, Muck. But this is the Muck from the Alola region. I do not have a problem with Muck from the other regions where it's just the blob. But I do have a problem with this Muck, just for the simple fact I don't like the way it's coloured with all its different colours. I know that it's supposed to resemble a bit of toxic waste, which is fine, I do not have a problem with that. But I do have a bit of a problem with the fact that they added a dark typing to it. So of course the only way to beat it at the old point was obviously to have a psychic type with you, but obviously now it's got dark attached to it. That doesn't work. Which I find very frustrating. I know there are other types that we could use to actually fight it, but you know, that's just my opinion. But like I said, I don't like Muck. I like Muck what they did in the anime with Muck. You know Ash's Muck with it like body slamming everyone. But as a Pokemon on your Pokemon game, I do not like Muck from the Alola region at all. Okay, Woobat. Good God, how terrible and how like pathetic can we possibly get? I think my biggest problem with it is it's got a heart shaped as a nose. I mean, how bad is that? I mean, did they just like did they just run out of ideas when they were making this Pokemon? I think they were trying to replace Zubat, but they did a terrible job. I'd have Zubat every day above this damn thing. Like I said, I do not like it. It's I just do not like it at all. And if I have to catch one and evolve it, then I will. But as soon as it's evolved, I tend to release it because I don't really like its evolved form either. But Woobat, it's just like, oh God, do I have to? Okay, number 2, and everybody's favourite Pokemon, Magikarp. The Pokemon that is useless until it evolves at level 20 into Gyarados. Good God, it is such a joke between every Pokemon trainer about catching this damn little fish to make it evolve so you could just get that. So you could just get a Gyarados, because obviously Gyarados is one of the best Pokemon ever. But Magikarp, good God. Just so happy when it actually, when it evolves and it actually becomes a Gyarados. Obviously it takes a couple of levels after it evolves to actually get some decent moves, but still, I know that Magikarp apparently through breeding can get new attacks, Flail and Bounce, but to be honest, you just don't want to do that. You don't want to go through all that breeding and stuff just to get those 2 attacks. You'd rather just evolve Magikarp into Gyarados and then just train Gyarados. Okay, number 1, my most least favourite Pokemon, or my worst Pokemon, however you want to class it as, Licky. Good God, what were they thinking when they made this Pokemon? What the hell were they thinking? I mean, don't get me wrong, well, actually, do get me wrong, I cannot stand this Pokemon. I was not a fan of Lickitung in the first place, and this just made it 20 times worse. It looks really fat, it's got a stupid curl thing on the got its head, its tongue looks pathetically ridiculous. There's nothing nice you can actually say about this Pokemon at all, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, I just cannot stand it at all. I've never seen one in the anime, so I can't comment on what it's like in the anime, but good God, how ugly does it look. I mean, what's that on its belly? A Wi-Fi signal, you know, checker or what? But for frick's sake, it looks terrible. What, I don't know what the Pokemon creators were thinking when they put this Pokemon in there. It was like, good almighty, did you really destroyed Lickitung? I mean, it wasn't brilliant to begin with, but you know, this just makes it even worse. God almighty, just get it away from me. Alright, well, thank you very much for your video, for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will subscribe with the subscribe key. Please leave a comment and a like if you like this video, and you know, with comments, put what would you like to see more of on my channel. You know, would you like to see me do factual videos? Would you like me to see me do you know, fan theory videos? Just let me know, and I will try and do the best I can, and hope to see you in the next video.